I'm going to be showing you how I get my everyday go-to look using the NYX eyeshadows that I reviewed in my last video. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it below in case you want to check that out and see what I think of all of these eyeshadows. But for today, I'm going to be showing you how I use just a few of them to create this kind of everyday neutral look. And I realised the other day that this is actually a perfect back to school look. It's very neutral and toned down, very natural looking. So if you guys are going back to school in a few weeks' time, then this might be a look that you want to try out for your first day back. I think it is appropriate for school. Maybe if you took away the darker colour in the outer corner and didn't use as much eyeliner and mascara, then I think you would be fine. So yeah, I think this is a really great look, and especially if you guys... I know when I first started out on YouTube and I was watching everybody else's tutorials, and there were a lot of MAC tutorials, and I used to watch them and think, I would love to recreate that look, but I can't afford MAC eyeshadows. But these NYX eyeshadows are very good dupes for the MAC eyeshadows. They're not exactly the same and they're not quite as pigmented, but they are still very good quality, and they're only £4.50 each, so you're saving over half the price if you buy the NYX eyeshadows instead of the MAC ones, which I still love my MAC eyeshadows, but I know what it's like to want to buy something and you can't afford it. So this is a really great alternative for that, and they work beautifully. I really love them. If you haven't seen my review on these, check that out. Check out the link below. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do my makeup every day. Like I said in my other video, this is kind of the look that I've been wearing on an almost everyday basis for the past 2 months, so I really love this look. I love the eyeshadows, I love how it plays up my eyes and just kind of gives them this smouldering look. So I've actually been getting quite into Instagramming outfit of the day pictures and stuff, so I've got a bunch of pictures of me wearing a look like this or very similar to this over the past couple of months. So I'm going to insert all of those pictures here so you can see that I have actually been wearing this on a pretty much everyday basis, and kind of different variations of the look as well. So I'll insert those pictures now. Tutorial that you don't have to make this as dark and intense if you don't want, if you're not comfortable with wearing as much colour, or if it's not appropriate for your school, if they don't let you wear as much makeup, which I don't think my school let me wear too much makeup. So if you're not comfortable with wearing as much colour, or you're not allowed to for whatever reason, you can skip kind of the darker colours on the outer corner. Don't put as much of the brown in the crease, and maybe skip the eyeliner and maybe go with a brown mascara, or even a clear mascara would work fine. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this tutorial, and let's get started. So I'm starting with the eyes, and I've already applied my primer, so go ahead and apply your favourite primer. The one I used was Benefit Stay Don't Stray, and now we're going to go in with the first NYX eyeshadow. We're going to be taking NYX eyeshadow in Silk to begin with, which is a gorgeous shimmery peachy tan colour, and I'm taking my Sigma E55 shading brush, but any flat shader brush that you have, and you just want to apply this colour all over the lid. This colour is actually very similar to MAC's All That Glitters eyeshadow, so if you really like that but you can't afford it, then NYX is a really great alternative. For the crease colour, I'm going to be using NYX Dark Brown, which, as the name suggests, is a matte dark brown colour. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to be using my Sigma SS217, which, as you can see, is kind of dirty. I need to wash it from using this product so much, but that's what we're going to be using to blend this colour into our crease. So you want to start on the outer corner and use swirling motions to begin with, because we want to get most of the colour put down on this outer corner. And then you want to start using windshield wiper motions to blend this colour into the crease. Obviously, depending on what makeup you feel comfortable with and what your school allows, you may want to go darker or lighter with this. Obviously you don't have to add as much colour if you want it to be a more subtle blended colour. And then I'm going to blend out that colour with my Sigma E40 blending brush. So just blend out this top edge so it isn't quite such a harsh line, make everything really nice and blended. Then I'm going to be taking NYX Aloha, which is kind of like a silvery pink colour, lots of shimmer. It's quite a sheer colour though, so I'm going to be using this with my E40 brush again and using that as my highlight colour. So just getting the smallest amount onto the brush, and then apply that underneath your brow, and then just use that to blend down this colour again. I'm also going to be taking that same colour on my E30 brush from Sigma, which is a pencil brush. I'm just going to apply that to my inner corner as an inner corner highlight colour, which I absolutely love doing. This colour is gorgeous for doing an inner corner highlight. It just adds a lot of shimmer and light to this area. You could go for a matte colour if you prefer, but I just really like how this looks, especially since the crease colour is matte. I just think it all balances everything out nicely. Now this next step is optional depending on how intense you want this look, but I want to make mine a little bit more intense and darker, so I'm going to be taking NYX Black, which is obviously a matte black colour, and using my e.l.f. mineral blending brush. I'm just going to tap that in the product once and then just swirl this on the very outer corner. You don't need a lot of this colour because it is very pigmented, so you just want to be very light-handed and just swirl on the very outer corner, and it's just going to deepen up this crease, make it a bit darker and a bit more intense. But like I said, if you don't want it as intense, you can skip this step. It's entirely optional, and obviously again depending on what your school will allow, how much makeup you're allowed to wear and things like that. Sometimes I do skip this step, but sometimes I just like to add it because it just adds, like I said, that extra bit of intensity. And then just going back with the E40 brush just to quickly blend that out a little bit so it doesn't look as harsh. Then another optional step is to line the lower lash line, so I'm going back in with this dark brown colour and using my Sigma E65 angled brush. I'm just going to connect it to the outer corner and then bring it down between a third and halfway along my lower lash line. Next I'm going to line my upper lash line, and I'm going to be using Gosh's Velvet Touch eyeliner in Truly Brown. Again, this is optional. You could use the dark brown eyeshadow to line your upper lash line, or you could skip upper lash line liner altogether if you want this to be a more natural look. Next I'm going to curl my eyelashes. This is e.l.f.'s eyelash curler. And the mascara I'm going to be using is my L'Oreal Extra Volume Collegene Mascara. So I'm just coating my top lashes. And of course don't forget your bottom lashes. I'm just going to add a second coat to this outer corner just to make these lashes a bit more thicker and fuller, more volumized. So I'm just going to clean up any smudges of mascara that I've got, and then I'll show you what I did on my face. Okay, so I've already done my base face makeup, so I used my No. 7 Dual Protection Tinted Moisturiser in Fair. The concealer that I use is L'Oreal's Perfect Match Concealer, and this is in the shade No. 3 Cream. And then to set all of that and to kind of help keep my oil in control, I use e.l.f.'s Personal Blend Foundation in Light. Looks like this, and I mixed together the two colours Beige and Porcelain. So to finish the rest of my face off, I'm using e.l.f.'s Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder, and I'm taking the bronzer, and I'm using my Sigma F30 Large Powder Brush, which is a nice big fluffy brush. Taking some of this, and I'm going to use this to kind of bronze up my face and contour a little bit. So I'm taking it at my temples and just blending it up, and that's why I like using this big powder brush, because it makes it really easy to blend and it doesn't make it appear too harsh or dark or really obvious that you've got a contour. So it's really great for people like me who aren't very confident with contouring. It just makes it really simple and easy, and it kind of makes it difficult to mess up and make a mistake and make it look like a really harsh line. So just now taking that into the hollows of my cheeks, and then taking it down under my jawline. And I'll also take a little bit down my neck as well, just to make sure everything blends nicely, and do the same on the other side. So my temples, and then the hollows of my cheeks, my jawline, and then down my neck. And then I just like to kind of sweep whatever's left on the brush over my forehead and down my cheeks, underneath my chin. So that's bronzing done. So now onto the blush. I'm using e.l.f.'s Studio Blush in Candid Coral, which is one of my all-time favourite blushes. And I'm going to be using the e.l.f. complexion brush to apply that. So this is another large fluffy brush. It's slightly smaller than the one that we've just used though. And I'm just going to sweep this in the product a couple of times, tap off the extra, and then apply this to my cheeks, and then blend it back to my hairline. And this is just such an easy blush to apply, especially first thing in the morning when you're getting ready, and it just adds a really pretty natural looking glow and flush to your cheeks. I really, really love this colour, and like I said, if you use a larger powder brush, it just kind of helps everything blend out really easily. You don't have to worry about having harsh lines or putting down too much colour. It just makes everything look really nice. So that's the face. So just to finish off the look, I'm going to apply a lip gloss. The one that I'm using is by Rimmel and it's in the colour Read My Lips, but I think this has been discontinued. But any kind of peachy pink gloss with a little bit of gold shimmer would look gorgeous, or if you have just a light baby pink colour, I think that would look really nice as well. So just applying that to my lips. And that's it, you're done. So hopefully you can see that this is a really quick and easy look. Everything is really nice and blended, the colours are nicely pigmented, and I really, really love this look. Like I said, I've been wearing it almost every day for the past 2 months now, and I can see myself continuing to use this look as my everyday go-to look. So if any of you are going back to school soon and you're planning on trying out this look, please tweet me pictures of the look or send me a video response of you recreating this look, because I'd love to see how it looks on other people. But I hope you found this helpful, and if you have any other video requests or would like me to do a tutorial using any other colour specifically, then just let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!